Yeah.
So if I play against somebody and they're using KD or LeBron and I use myself and I win, oh wow, oh yeah.
Everybody's going to hear about it?
For sure. The whole city's going to, yeah. I'm real competitive.
Welcome to Ephemeral. Come on in.
Okay, I'm excited.
What would you like to get tattooed today?
I would love to get a logo from our show, 2K TV. Is that possible?
Yeah, awesome. I have these here.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Toronto Raptors. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Here are the five for the Raptors. We've got Barnes, Jakob Poeltl out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Klay Thompson, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And for the Thunder, Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Joe in at the point. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineup, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Down low, Holmgren with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Williams. Oklahoma City keeps it going. A new shot clock of 14 seconds. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Oklahoma City had one of the all-time NBA trios, didn't they? Brent, Durant, Harden, and Westbrook, three future MVPs. I mean, I don't know that we'll ever see that again.
Yeah, incredible, Kevin. Going to that finals in 2012. I mean, obviously really young and green at that time. Unfortunately, Harden was traded away that summer. They took a hard-line stance, and he was off to Houston. And just think back, would they have won titles together, and how many? Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
It's Dort on the wing. Now the feed to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Beyond the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Williams passes to Joe. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Knocks down the step back J.
Dort not lacking confidence with that kind of look.
To the paint. Here's Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Waters. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Takes the 13-footer. It doesn't go for him. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Waters passes to Joe. Williams dishes to Holmgren. That one goes. Counter.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And that one's good, Barnes.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
So it's the Thunder now, following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Thompson right side for three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Thunder trailing by 9. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
Thanks, David. That's great information. We'll see if they've devised a strategy, Greg, that can get them out early.
Right. Facing such a disruptive defense poses challenges, but Coach seems on it.
I feel like the plan is there. They just got to match their opponent's intensity.
Sounds good.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. The guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Williams with a clean look, off target from outside.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Here's Joe. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. And Barnes sends it back. Holmgren can't hit. Raptors leading by 12. Boucher finds Barnes to the inside. Van Vliet. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Sharch comes in for Holmgren. And it's Pokusevski in for Williams. And Torch gets it to go.
And Sharich, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Back to Barnes. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has got 8.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Joe. Here's Waters. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
That's an easy board for Poku and an easy putback.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors, leading by 12. Trent against Dort. Anunoby passes to Barnes. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up. I'm not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Anunoby. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Dort. Here's Joe. Got it. Good job in the low post. Pokusevski's got his second bucket of the game to go.
His inside game is improving since he came into the league, and Poku does have some good footwork in the paint.
Here's Anunoby. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Joe passes to Dort. Here's Waters, defended by Trent. And the basket by Waters.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Trent gets the bucket, and the Raptors lead by 17.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Robinson Earls checked in for Oklahoma City. Kenrich Williams comes in for Pokusevski. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Joe. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet passes to Trent from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 12. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, it's the kind of thing that happens.
Thunder trailing by 12. We've got Williams. So Williams out there. And it's Joe in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Kicks it to Williams. Here's Joe, covered by Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Here's Waters. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Count it. Good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Holmgren, he's checked in for Jeremiah Robinson Earl. The Raptors also with a sub. Pirtle, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Passes it to Waters. 5 to shoot. Over Thompson. Waters can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Anunoby. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Anunoby's got 10 points. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent to redefine the point guard position.
Well, Clay is going to draw that kind of attention, and that's going to open up opportunity.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And sitting out for over 2 years due to devastating injuries, it is so good to see Klay Thompson back on the court.
I love it, and he's been so competitive with himself to fight through this injury and also to regain that form. There had to have been a lot of questions with over 900 days off. Can I get back to that level? And I believe that he wasn't even fully healthy during the finals, so we're going to see a more confident Klay this year.
Sharch has checked in for Williams. The Raptors also with a sub. Achua's checked in. Thompson looking for an opening. And the basket is good. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
There's the pass to Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Sharch grabs the board.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Joe Good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Good that time.
Sometimes you don't get this kind of aggressive Klay Thompson on the offensive end, but the teammates love to see it.
Pass to Joe. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Thunder.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Sinks the triple.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
Toronto leading by 23. Van Vliet with it. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Back to Giddey. Here's Pokusevski, covered by Achua. Pokusevski, the pass to Williams. Lock at 6. No good on the 3.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Fred's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Barnes is checked in for Achua.
Scotty Barnes.
On defense, Toronto. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range. But he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
Giddey kicks to Dort. Takes the three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
The assist.
Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, with the way shooting has evolved, do you think they might move the three-point line further out at some point?
I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I have heard some great ideas, and who knows?
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for OG Anunoby.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. Physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Robinson Earls checked in for Oklahoma City. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good.
And when you talk about Jeremiah Robinson Earl, a burly power forward who plays with confidence.
Plays with confidence, G, and also plays within himself. And I think that's the key. This is a guy who moves the ball well. He's smart and will make good decisions. He's expanding his shot to be a more consistent three-point shooter. So he's a connector in a lot of ways.
Giddey. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Giddey's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, and that's all Giddey, just outsmarting and getting himself in position.
Young, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dort. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Thompson with the bucket.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Passes it to Pokusevski. Feeds to Wiggins. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Toronto's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. And Young kicks to Boucher. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. On the top of the key, Dort misses. Toronto's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Here's Barnes, and another basket for Toronto.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Thunder shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Wiggins outside, inside. Here's Robinson Earl.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And here's Trent outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
3 points.
Thompson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Wiggins outside. Back to Giddey. And the layup's good off the glass. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, defenders don't think that Giddey has that kind of shake to his game. I like it when he shows this kind of flash.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Trent. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. Trent hits them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Williams. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
VanVleet looking around. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Toronto Raptors leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16 points, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, Ernie, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line you expect. The guys are in total sync, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's striking.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal. That's not going to cut it, Ernie. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Time for your Thunder Girls. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Thompson. Scotty Barnes is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
VanVleet kicks to Thompson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, tough to knock Klay Thompson with that wide base off balance. Even when he gets hit, he maintained control on that play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
Dort passes to Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That'll be his second foul of the game. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Outside Williams. Over Boucher. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Holmgren with the steal. Here's Joe, covered by VanVleet. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And VanVleet picks one up. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. It's stolen by Dort. The 3. Here's Williams, and Boucher sends it back.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Because you extend that defense out to where Klay is, he sees the opening.
And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Here's Joe. He's covered by Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
Klay showing some signs that time of that primetime defense he can bring.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Waters passes to Williams, and the shot goes in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Thompson outside. Barnes outside. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 5 assists in the game. The pass to Waters. Here's Joe. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The drive by Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Sharge is checked in, and then for Toronto, Achua comes in for Jakob Poeltl, and Anunoby subbed in for Thompson. Williams passes to Joe. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot by Sharge, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Williams for 3. Here's Holmgren. Up and in on the way. Holmgren's got his second bucket.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Thunder making a switch here.
For your Thunder, Alexei Pokusevski, Josh Giddey.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. They grab their own miss. Dort misses. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Barnes finds Boucher. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Assist goes to
Barnes has got 6 assists here tonight.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, it feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Outside, Dort. Six to shoot. Pass to Pokusevski. And it goes down 2 points. Pokusevski's got 8.
Well, wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
Talking about defensive specialists. How about the hustle Lou Dort shows on D?
Well, this is a guy you throw out there and you say, sick him. Go guard the best player on the other team. And that's something that he takes that challenge on. Takes a lot of pride on the defensive end. Has become a very important part of this team.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Yep, that one goes. Van Vliet's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The shot by Sharge, no good. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist from Van Vliet. He's got 18.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Sharge has the open look, cans the shot with nobody near him.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Barnes kicks to Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Giddey the pass to Sharge. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. From 7. That one off the back iron and out. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Down low. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Giddey against Van Vliet. Giddey, no good. It's been all Raptors. Barnes, right side. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. No good from outside. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Here's Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Williams finds Dort. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
17 seconds left in the third. Left side, Saric. And that one, good. Saric has got his second bucket tonight.
And Giddey, just that sixth sense to find the open man.
Pass to Achua. Now Anunoby. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Toronto with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Shang is out there with Williams. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Here's Joe, covered by Van Vliet. And Chang gets it to go.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Trent passes to Young. Over Chang, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wiggins outside. Knocked loose. Robinson Earl, the pass to Wiggins. Brent, we've seen star players continue to angle their way onto what some would call super teams. Is that good or bad for the league?
Well, I think at some point that's going to probably play itself out. I mean, every organization, Kevin, quite frankly, is looking for the best talent they can. So if you could pile up 3, 4, 5, you're going to do it. But at some point financially, it just doesn't make sense. So I think there's going to be a time when you're going to see that dissipate a little bit as teams put themselves together.
Outside, Lamb. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. Trent against Wiggins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Thaddeus Young.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
The line for the Raptors, Anthony Lamb.
And Lamb drops them both. And so here is Oklahoma City to the middle. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And that one is good. Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And Young kicks to Lamb. Passes it to Banton. From the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Banton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wiggins outside. Here's Chang. Oklahoma City gets it back. Out of hand on it. Lamb against Jang. And Young with the basket on the assist from Lamb.
Backed by great length, I'd call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
To the left side wing. And the pass to Wiggins. Here's Robinson Earl. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences. Get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that. But you go ahead and do it. Wiggins passes to Robinson Earl. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. They get a hand on it. Young with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Trent. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Joe. That ball, nice feed that time from Wiggins.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
High post Young. And Young slams it home.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Now here's Jang. Back to Wiggins. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Clock at 4. Jang, the pass to Robinson Earl. And he dunks it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Jang. Here's Joe. Williams dishes to Wiggins. Jang against Lamb. Jang, no luck.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Joe. The rebound by Young. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Back to Lamb. Pass to Banton. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range. Benton's got 6 in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Joe. Passes to Chang. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Lamb. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. And Young slams it home.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Barnes.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
The kick out to Young. Here's Lamb. The basket good off the assist from Young.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Joe, covered by Lamb. Joe, good. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Young, and Young slams it home.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Joe. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.